Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back with my final review for the first half of The Plague Season 3. This one is going to be for The Plague Season 3, Episode 8, the mid-season finale, which is called Just Like Andy. So, of course, you guys know I'm doing this kind of background where I have a picture in the back. So, yes, that's a picture of Anthony right there. Really cool, isn't it? I think this is really cool. I hope you guys like this idea of this because I asked you guys yesterday in the Lots Chit Chat and everybody commented like, I love it, it's really cool, I prefer this one better. So if that's what you guys want, man, seriously, I'm up for it because this is a really cool idea. This is a really cool idea. Just think, for my Season 9 reviews of Walking Dead, I mean, come on, that's going to be really cool. To have a picture in the back? Oh yeah, that's going to be sick. So, The Plague, though, so kind of getting off topic here. So, The Plague. Okay, so The Plague mid-season finale. Holy smokes. Honestly, in the entire series of The Plague, this might be my favorite episode I've seen. It might be. I haven't seen season 2 and 1 for a while. It's been a bit. And I'm actually planning on just rewatching the show again because I love it that much. But I wanted to talk about something real quick before the review comes related to The Plague, and that is that it's going to return September 23rd. So, Undead Freak 78 did say I could say that, and also that there's going to be a trailer coming this Friday. So, if you guys are excited for that, that's coming this Friday. So, that's really cool. So, like I said, man, this episode absolutely just blew my mind. So let's start up with, the beginning of the episode, and we'll go through the entire thing pretty much. So we start off, and we've got we start off and we've got Derek and John, and pretty much they're setting their plan, they're getting ready, and Derek is going to go in and pretend that he's one of them, and he's like, got ya. So John, like I said, one of my favorite characters in the show. I love John's character. I think he's a really great character. And I also think, too, in this show, that one thing that it does really well is when there's a suspenseful moment, it delivers. It really does, because like this scene right here where you have Anthony and they're being chased, right? And he's behind us, and you hear the glass smash. Like, scenes like that is really, really, really special, to be honest. It is. And that's one thing I have to say about this episode. That's that scene where you have the suspenseful music. That really is something cool right there. So anyway, let's start up with my thoughts on this episode. So like I said, we start off with them, and then of course Derek goes in and he pretends that he's one of them, and of course then it's time. It's time for Anthony and Scott to be thrown off. So it cuts to any last words, Anthony. So it's kind of a moment where I was thinking to myself, oh, but he's supposed to leave soon, isn't he? So is this the episode where he dies? When I saw this, for the very first time, I was like, oh man, this honestly could be, is this it, I was like, is this the moment it's going to happen? And it wasn't, thank God, but I know it's coming, and that is going to be very sad when Anthony does get killed off. But he could get killed off, he could leave, maybe, he could, leave the group, who knows, really. He doesn't mean Anthony's going to die, too, with that, news that he might be leaving in Season 4, too, so, man, anyway. So they don't get thrown off because, of course, Derek's like, no, and he shoots. And then, of course, that kind of gives the opportunity for Anthony and Scott to run away. So they start running away. You got Victor in there as well, and he actually gets in a vehicle just behind them. He starts chasing them. And again, like I said, very, very, suspenseful when you see this, because you've got Anthony and Scott, and he's like, he's behind us, and you got the suspenseful music, and it's just building and building and building and building. And I was wondering, what was going to happen, and then you see it, and you hear the glass or whatever. Really, really cool there. You hear the glass. And then, of course, you get Victor, who says, get out of the vehicle, and they come out, and they have to, kind of just stand there in front of him, and he's going to kill Derek for betraying him, and then he's going to bring Anthony back. So, that's something right there. So of course, Anthony insists that he doesn't kill Derek, and you know, of course, he's like too late, and he's like, "What are you whining about?" and stuff, and he's like, "Please don't kill him." So then, of course, you get the death of Olivia. What's her name? I'm sorry. But she's been there since season 2. So, he's like, well, I'll just kill the fat lady. And I liked how they did it, because then they just show Anthony like this, and it's kind of cool how this is, because, you've got Anthony who's, you know, it's like you see it from his point of view. You know, this whole episode is from his point of view almost, because he kind of turns around and you just hear the gunshot, you know, and that just says it all right there. And Anthony kind of looks behind him, and then he's like, everyone run for the truck. So they all run for the truck, and then of course they do actually get away, which is a good thing from Victor. As you have Scott and all that kind of stuff going on, and of course, then they're driving back. You think, oh man, you know, that was the moment of the mid-season finale. You know, that was the part. You know, and no, this episode is way crazier than that. As if this wasn't crazy enough, you know. You actually go 2 steps further, and you actually make it even more better, where you actually have a huge scene where he kicks his own son out of the group. So, you know, he's like, you tried to kill me, that type of deal. You are going to leave, and he's like, screw you, Dad, you know. So, of course, we know what he's talking about. Of course, in episode 6, he did pretty much try to kill him. And, of course, in episode 3, he pointed a gun right to him. So, you know, he doesn't want him in his group anymore. He's like, why'd you do it? I was tired of being treated like a kid. And he's like, get out, you know, that type of deal. So, that's something right there. So, he kicks his son out of the darn group, man. So, oh, I mean, that I did not expect him to do. I didn't expect him to kick him out of the group like that, because that's a risky move. That really is, because, you know, what is your group going to think of you if you do something like that? You know, he tried to kill Anthony in episode 6. Yes, that's true. But he also saved him in episode 8. So it's like, you know, I would forgive him. I would, because that's the thing. Yes, he tried to kill him, but that's the thing, he saved him. So, but again, you can kind of look at it as, well, he joined John's group, and he was kind of forced to help and that kind of deal. So maybe you could say that, but, you know, he didn't have to do that. He could have just, you know, once he went in there and, you know, talked to the guys or whatever, he really could have just stayed with Victor's group, really. You know, and John would have thought, oh, he's going to do some kind of trick, but he's actually not going to save Anthony. No, he did. He saved Anthony and Scott, you know, from the roof. So I'm honestly not that mad at Derek right now. Yes, I do hate him at some points where he tried to kill Anthony, because you guys know I'm a huge fan of Anthony. He's like the best character in the Plague, in my opinion. But again, it's my opinion. But him and John, 2 best characters right now in the Plague. Love, and I don't care what happened if John left, you know, Anthony and took the group with him. I don't care. I still love John's characters. So, that's that. So then they get back to the community, and then of course it gets worse, because then they're like, you know what, you're not the same guy you were, and we're gonna leave you. So he's like, you can't do that, and he's like, yeah, we can, you know, and they kind of leave. And Blake says something that's really crazy, and he says, you're just like Andy. So that is something right there. So that definitely got to Anthony, I feel like, a little bit. So that's for sure. Yeah, that's a for sure. So he's like, I'm just like Andy, really? You know, and he kind of goes to his house, and he's like, what have I done? And he says, I need to start over. So that is where the episode left off. Now, oh man, I'm going to be so impatient for the second half. I mean, really. Man, but I mean, this mid-season finale really killed it, because now the group has left him. Anthony really, I'm not really sure what's going to happen with Anthony now. I mean, that's a really good question going into the half season, or the second half of the season, which returns September 23rd for episodes 9 through 16. Just what's going to happen? I mean, really, just what's going to happen now that he's not even the leader of the group? Are they going to go back and get Derek? Are they going to, you know, is John going to say, let's go get Derek? He's got nowhere to go. Let's go get Derek and, you know, save him, that type of deal. I don't know. You know, that's a big question as well. So, oh man, tons of questions just up in the air. The trailer will be coming this Friday. I definitely will be doing a reaction video to it. So maybe I'll even watch it on the TV right here. So yeah, that's what I'll do. So that's that. But man, I just can't believe that that episode. That was amazing. So one of my favorite episodes of the Plague, and it hands down. Now I'm not sure where I would place this, if it's number one or if it's, you know, maybe 2, 3, but it's somewhere around there because this episode just changes the show in my opinion. Now that Anthony is not the leader, and just everything else that happened too. You know, I mean. Really. Yeah, I got tons of discussion topic videos for the Plague too. Guys, just because the Plague is ending, and I'm actually making this promise to Undead Freak 78, and I'm making this promise to everybody right here on this video, I will be doing the Plague content just throughout the break, you know. The trailer video on Friday. I might do, you know, other discussion topic videos. If you've got any, guys, if you've got any discussion topic videos for the Plague, maybe top 10 best episodes of the Plague, ranking all 8 episodes from season 3 so far. I mean, come on, let's really talk about this show, because this show is amazing. It's amazing. So, I want to hear from you now what you think about this episode of The Plague, the mid-season finale. Write that down in the comments below. I want to hear your opinions and on this amazing frickin' background. So, anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.